Welcome. Today we're going to do a little sequence that you can do entirely while seated in a chair. These exercises are great for those of us that spend a lot of time sitting, either working at a desk, computer, something similar. It can be great to do one or two things throughout the day to really check in with the body and move it around a little bit. Your body will really thank you. So let's get started. We're going to find a seat in our chair. And that means with our spine up straight. So maybe I'm about halfway back on my chair. You can find what's comfortable for you. We don't want to be kind of sitting back and lounging. We want to be upright. And we're going to let's build a little lift all the way, starting from the floor. So let's take our feet and place them around under your knees, wherever is comfortable for you, but where your whole foot is firmly rooted on the floor, and you can feel the whole thing in touch with the floor. That might be inside your shoes, that's fine. If you can take your shoes off for a moment, that's even better. So we'll start by lifting our toes, spreading them a little wide and lowering them down. Again, lifting them up, spreading them wide and lowering them down. And then rooting the whole of your foot into the floor, feeling touching either your shoes and then in touch with the floor or the floor itself. And then bringing your attention up through your legs and into your belly. Maybe feeling you can wiggle a little bit, feeling your sits bones, your butt in touch with the chair. And then we're going to build this length through our spine. So even using our core to help us lift up, chest, imagining it lifting towards the sky a little bit, and the string pulling through the top of your head to help you lift. Let's roll our shoulders out a little bit and then let them slide down our back. And just take a breath here first. Maybe 2 deep breaths. And let's loosen out our neck a little bit. Start by bringing our chin down to our chest. Inhaling it up towards the sky. Lifting from the chin, so we're really lengthening through the back of the head. We're not sending the back of our head towards behind us. We're not sending it back there. We're just really lifting, extending our spine. And then back towards your chin. And inhaling it back up. And coming back to center. And then we're going to take our right ear towards our right shoulder. Inhaling here back to center. Exhaling left ear to left shoulder. Once more to either side. And then coming back to center, we're going to move our arms a little bit with our breath. If you're in an office and maybe you don't want to call dramatic attention to yourself, you could leave this out. We're going to twist, and you're welcome to do that in a more subtle version. I'm going to do a fuller version, but adapt it to your office or your environment at the moment. So we're going to start by inhaling our arms overhead. And then exhaling, just bringing them down. Inhaling. Imagine your chest filling up with air. Exhaling, bringing them down. Inhaling, bringing them up. And exhaling, we're going to twist here to the right. Inhaling back up. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Again, doing a more subtle version if you need. Inhaling back up. Exhaling back down. And inhaling up. Exhaling to the left. Last time. Coming back through center. Lowering our hands down. So now we want to really kind of engage our core. Feel our sits bones, our buttocks. Feel ourselves rooted in the chair. Lifting through the top of the spine. And then we're going to lift our left leg up towards us. And we can use our hands here to help us, but we really also want to be lifting with our core. So maybe you can grab the outer edge of your knee. pull it towards you a little bit. Maybe you want to grab the outer edge of your thigh. Maybe you want to take a towel and help that pull you in. What's important here is to keep this length through the top of your head, keeping your spine long. So we do want to engage in our core area here to help us lift. And then exhaling, we're going to send our leg out in front and simply circle our feet a little bit. And change the direction. And place them back down. Finding your seat once more, lifting up on the inhale and then grabbing that leg, your right leg, pulling in closer towards you. And as I said, no matter where you grab is totally fine. Also, if you're down here, that is a-okay. It's more important to keep your spine lifted and keep this part really strong. You can imagine lifting your leg from that space. So wherever you are is fine. One more breath. And sending that leg out in front, circling that ankle a few times. And changing the direction. If you need to grab the outer edges of your chair at any time to help you, that's totally fine. And coming back to sit, feeling yourself lifted and strong. Now we're going to do one more exercise that requires you have a chair with no arms. And depending on your office situation, might not always be appropriate, but I'm going to show it. You're welcome to give it a try. So we're going to start by taking our left leg out to the left side. And first, we're simply just going to root that left leg, let that right hip drop so we come onto the side of our chair. You could walk it back a little bit if you want to feel more of a stretch in here. Inhale, arms up overhead. And here it also helps to keep your core strong so that your spine can stay straight and lifted. And take a few deep breaths here. And you can wiggle out your shoulders if you like. Make sure that you're keeping them a bit loose. And then we can take that into Warrior Two if you want by rotating your back foot. You might need to adjust yourself a little bit so that your back foot comes perpendicular to your front. And feel this nice opening in your hips. It's okay if you adapt this to you or if your pose looks a little smaller or bigger, whichever is fine. You have a nice firm seat here on the edge of your chair, but you're stable. And then if you want, you can inhale your arms out to either side. And look over your left. And here, again, keeping your spine straight. And now I feel a nice stretch in here. My inner thigh, my hip. And then gently releasing, coming back into the center. Centering here for a moment. And then we'll take the right leg out to the right side. And first, simply let that left leg drop back behind us. So you want to be in a place where you're not worried that you're going to fall off the chair, but you are a little bit on the edge so you can open the hip. Lifting from your core a little bit, inhaling your arms up overhead. And we'll take a few breaths here. You can shake out your shoulders around in your neck. Keep it loose. And then we'll take this out a little bigger. You can use your hands to guide you if you like. You can extend your left leg back behind you so it comes perpendicular to your right. Find that place where you have this kind of openness in your hip, but you're stably on the chair. And then if you like, you can inhale your arms out to either side, negotiating with any trees or plants in your way. Lifting through the top of your head and letting your shoulders lower down your back. And taking some full deep breaths here. And then gently releasing and coming back to sit in the center. Rooting your feet into the mat once more, into the floor. Letting your spine rise up straight. And if you want, you can close your eyes here for a moment. Just notice how you feel. And when you're ready, gently open. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed doing that. I hope these kind of exercises can help you a little bit to feel a little loose as you go throughout your day. Thanks so much. I'll see you again soon.